Benin have a lot of cores to take back and are fetishist. Then again, I kind of want the land directly for myself. Benin I could subjugate for free rather than having to attack into them. Does Benin have institutions? Benin do not have institutions. So they'd kind of suck as a subject. But look at that tech. 13, 13, 13. They're better tech than I have. But I want the land directly for myself. It's no good to give it to them. Probably better just to, you know, keep them there, actually. They only have that province, so they won't sell off what they have. And what I can do is send a warning to Nupe. Or keep good relations with Benin. Yes, Nupe is likely going to eat you because they want your land. When Nupe attack you, they won't bring in allies in all likelihood, and then I will enforce peace on them. And then I'll come rolling on in like the hero I am and take their land off of them. Directly. Still costly for me though, but it allows me to annex Nupe without the involvement of their big bad allies. Probably. Yeah, it may well be delightfully devilish. I could also just straight up ally Benin and jump in. Either way though, let's have better relations with them. And that should be fine. As for you, Ethiopia, I'm sure you've been laughing at me in my rebel situation. It's not a problem, it's just a situation. But remember, I'm coming for you. Sooner than you might think. Sooner than I might think. Christ, I need some troops. Set them as important so you don't forget. I thought I just did that. I did do that, fat slob North America. Why, Ajiran's theocratic. How do they get that kind of air? Oh, Benin were just guaranteed by Nupe, so Nupe's not going to attack them. Ah, that's perfect. That's a free attack on Nupe when they're no longer in debt or malevolent. Sorry, Benin, I don't like you that much. What I really meant to do was put a claim on you. Thanks, Nupe. You are making my job easier. Can you teach your heir how to swim? Sadly not. Maybe I should collapse back into a monarchy by losing all devotion. Does it work that way? I think it does. Third, sixth. It's unfortunate, but we'll take it that way. Hunj separatists in Alodia. It's not good or bad for me, I don't think. Ethiopia's tech isn't great, but it's not as garbage as it once was, but at least now we have the advantage in these fights. Down you go, and let's save the day here. I'm going to let the month tick, then shift consolidate. And that should be an easy victory for us on you. You aren't going to stray into here, I don't think. Which is a shame because you're in the highlands there. I could go into the marsh and then you'll come for me there. And boy, you know, I had units once. You should come and help out with the de-sieging. Heh, slaves in Gabon, just as we asked for. Which regions does Imerina start in? I don't exactly recall. This is 1444 Imerina. Schuber 1312. Ugh, not looking forward to fighting Ethiopia with such a small army and small manpower. But after what I did to them, theirs should be even smaller, and they have no forts. Ethiopia have 18k, we have a bit more than that, and they're allied with Hunj, who, well, you know. I can't full annex Ethiopia, nor do I particularly want to, but I do want to have Gabon kind of cornered. He converted the Jews. Ethiopia likes to convert, it seems. Alright, these guys should come into the march now. Maybe not. Maybe they're only interested in that one province and we have to rout them out. Alright, we took care of the rebels just in time to go and deal with Ethiopia. What a rebellious marathon. Not what I signed up for. How do you change using it? It says, damn Jake, you know this game so well, you should start working for Paradox. What, and go full circle? That would amuse many people, including me. I need to take that, but they're probably going to come around and do nasty things to me. It's better to attack from here though, so they don't get any funny ideas. And then they'll get caught up in the forts most likely, unless they do. If they're able to walk through these forts, the AI is just straight up cheating. I can think of no reason why they should be able to walk through any of this. It's all zone of controlled. How much of Africa do you plan on consolidating before you set sights on the Belgians? That's a good point. You know, we could go up and just get sight over this and take them on, but I want... Bear in mind we have another goal of cornering the slave market, so I certainly want to get up to here and certainly draw a defensive area so that nobody can pass. I would like to do that. Because then I don't have to stress about my back door whilst we're caving in someone else's front. Right, let's take it. And it should be for what exactly? Yeah, what are we taking here? Go jam, so that I should take what I can to claim as much of the rest of Ethiopia. But there's little reason not to go for 100% on this war. And if he gets tied up on my forts, all the better. But I need to remember to take Tajura in this one. You'll probably have to take on the Ottomans for Azov, and maybe Egypt for some actually nice land. The thing is, nice land is great, but when it's so far away from your capital, it becomes a bit of a problem. The maintenance on such provinces gets or goes through the roof. State maintenance, that is. The further it is from your capital, the worse it is on your coffers. There we go. Full cores. Full gore. Oh, nice. We were just trading in the area, but if you really wanted to Vaska your navy, you should have just said. Pop down a few courthouses, get down the maintenance. I've toyed with courthouses. I don't think they're ever worth the money. I thought we had a buff coming in for them, but my memory of the passage of time has seldom failed me more. So I could be completely not remembering that. Because yeah, I think courthouses are the worst building in the game. Let's just look at it for a second. State maintenance and monthly autonomy change. Well, there's enough other monthly autonomy changes. And, you know, for the even better one that costs an arm and a leg. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Especially since it's additive with other things that increase it. The maintenance, that is. So it still becomes a pain to deal with. Done and done right. So whilst I'm thinking about it, that's a nice area for me. Lets me claim a lot of this stuff. That would allow me to claim all of his provinces, but I should take what I've claimed myself. Man, I did not claim a lot. There's something to be said about keeping him away from the Mamluks so the Mamluks don't eat up what's left of him. And as long as the Mamluks don't get enticed into a coalition, we're all good. That seems pretty good. Pretty nice balance of what I have to core and what I have to spend to take it in dip power. What do we have here? Banned pilgrimages. I can't really lose devotion right now. And I like my clergy to be happy. Even if it means the merchant guilds are significantly unhappy. But that's why they pay me loads of money, right? When I say loads of money, I mean loads of money. My favorite kind of money. Now I have enough money, okay? People often ask me, what does it take for you to think you have enough money? When there's over 10,000 ducats, it's fine, because then it stops showing individual ducats and makes me feel like I have a lot more. Still, lose prestige, I need that devotion up. I didn't gain devotion, but I also didn't lose it that way. Need that mill support. Monarch point austerity is hard here. There's no need for us to lose all of our manpower sieging that up. The attrition here is unenjoyable thanks to added. But I want to take this because it is a highland fort. It's taking its sweet time. Of course there's a water shortage, it's added. Yeah, they still got that good general. Where's their great general though? Did he suddenly die? Gabon rises up as it often does. He's going a bit further north than I like, hold back a bit. Be prepared to defend that fort, because it's not well defended at all. Not at all. You keep your eyes off of that, sunshine. I'm a bit worried about him just bypassing everything and walking down there. But at least if he does, I don't have to fight his army and I should be able to win just based on occupying his capital and the rest of his provinces. Funj is too small for me to even acknowledge. Still, nothing's stopping me from going in for a cheeky little slaughter on you. Even though it's just horses and cannons. Oh, that's not good. Halt. Oh, why do that when I can do even more? I wonder if I can warn Elodia. Yeah, I can, so that'll stop them expanding into Ethiopia and spreading their filthy... Oh, they're also Coptic. Regardless, though, I'm going to warn them so they don't do that. It's nice to actually be the one who dishes out the warnings. Normally I'm the one kept in check by the warnings. Why take a fight that we don't have to take? Just go and occupy the sucker. If he wants to waste his time on my forts and stuff, then so be it. Oh, well that's an interesting one. He's sieging down the war goal. Which isn't very nice for anything for me. However, it'll take him a bit of time to do that. I will get these sieges and then just make my peace. There's no point in me stressing out over this war. Not that stressing is what I do. Just wait until there's a little bit of time left. A little bit of time left. And then say, by the way, I want your everything. Our generous offer. And great, now I can claim everything else he has. Maybe not start another war down in Africa for land that I'm not even that interested in. Religious unity's starting to tank though, and that hurts devotion. There we go. Back we get. Onto the coastline where there's some actual supply limit. And this province we just took is going to get a fort on it as soon as it's cored up. Yeah, Elodia's not happy with what we did. The Mamluks don't really seem to care though, which is nice. But Ajiran stops me from just moving my troops freely. I wish they made another ally that I could get in the way of. I do want to fight Benin, however. Bonneman will help them, but Nupe will not. I have the power to pay off the foreign debt of Nupe, which will make them jump in this war with Benin. Bonneman's not much of a concern, but I should clean up Ashanti first. Then I can get into Bonneman for their fetishist province, which means I have yet more to do around here, but I do not have the army to go getting invested there. That's a pain. Claiming Gondor is not a pain, though. So what do? I could also claim Mali while I'm here, because they're not going to be my subject. Unless Jenny comes and slaps them one, which would be amusing, but unlikely. Evening, Jake. How goes the driving slaves? Pretty calmly. When are you going to finish Lost Levels there, Nitro? I've been itching to see it, but I've also not been seeing it. Stability cost reduction. It's not the best, but we've got it. I'm thinking of just puffing out my chest at this point. To hell with manpower. The fact that we have so few units is hurting. There we go. Just buy everything we get. Can freely move between here, which is nice. But we got rebels to deal with. Rebels aplenty. Soon was too busy being tortured in Beat Saber. Tortured? Beat Saber's such a good game. There's nothing torturous about playing it. You joined a trade league? More than that? You joined Lunda's trade league. Lunda have a trade league? And they're teaching me that going Grand Republic is the way forward. Congo aren't scared of me at all, unfortunately. Nupe says, when the account of our time is written by future generations, they'll look at you with a mix of pity and disgust called compassion. Maybe that's because we've taken so long to enslave the Belgians. Spain is going to attack somebody we've never heard of. God bless you, Spain. To keep you guys separate, we have too many units to roam around with here. This land isn't even in a good trade node for us. I wanted to take this Adjaran land because it is exactly on such a trade node. The Mamluks have more land around here than I need to take too. Gutted. We completely lack trade modifiers. Or triggered modifiers, rather. You could make a trade league just for the Belgian slaves. Think of it as a cartel. Oh, I think of enslaving Belgians. Someday we'll see Europe, but I'm going to have to steal maps to get to it, and they're a long way away for us to steal. Sadly, France didn't lose that province. Nobody would have realistically taken it, though. Jenny guarantees Mali. What about Jollof? I could make claims on them, but again, Strong High gets their fingers in a lot of pies around here. Yeah, and then some. It's very fortunate for me that Nupe guaranteed Benin. It's not so fortunate that I can't freely attack them. I need an army over there to deal with it. But problem with that is we definitely have rebels that want to rise up here, and we just had a big problem with rebels. And if I take a fight there, it's a fight with Nupe, Bonneman, Ashanti. And I really don't have the boats to send over there either. So, let's fix all of these problems. I need more boats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gives us 17. That gives us 18 on the boat front. Then I can ship over an 18 stack, which should be enough to pacify Nupe. And I will attack Ashanti separately after the others are dealt with. So I'll go here, go blitz, 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 and then blitz some more here. Possibility is Bonneman goes over here and crushes these guys and burns down my colony. Odds are Bonneman have 10,000 troops. Bonneman have 12,000 troops. Capacity for 14. Doesn't look good for those guys. Still. Next year I'm going to ship over a bunch of units and take care of them. Jake, it's excellent, but I tried teaching my brother how to play. What's excellent? I spent 2 hours explaining mechanics, but he still has not done. I take it you mean EU4, and yes, it's an incredibly hard game to learn, especially now. That's again Mogadishu getting up in my face. I really need that event where the ground opens up so I can start purging all these guys, because my religious unity is hurting bad. It's only going to hurt more when I take more non-fetishist land. Can't wait to have maritime ideas, but we need scientific experimentation for it, and you know, for that we need actual monarch point generation. My first time seeing this campaign. Are we deving the institutions, or are you just suffering tech-wise? We've deved 2 institutions straight from Kilwa. Thank you, all that gold. Which reminds me, how's the inflation looking? Survivable. Ah, more slaves in Cameroon. We really are cornering that slave market. Ivory Coast is damn near impossible to collect in, so I'm just going to be saying goodbye to all the production over here. The reason it's so impossible to collect in is that it is drained by Sevilla, English Channel, and Bordeaux, and Caribbean. And that means all the trade power here is used to get extra trade power here. Take England, for example. Transfer from traders downstream alone is giving them all that trade power here. So forget it, I will cap at the Cape of Good Hope, and that's that. Even if I owned all of this, I probably wouldn't even have 50% of the power. Oh, well, things are about to shake up. On the Catholic side, we have Austria, who, last time we checked, have more heavy ships than England. Let's check that again, because that's too funny for words. Check by heavy ships. Okay, no, England have pulled ahead, but Austria are not that far behind. 18. Crazy. How about galleys? Not unexpected. Denmark leads on the Protestant side. Different capital, so I can't join even if I want to, and I do want to. Not sure I want to. Alright, come on boats, get a building. What I could be doing with all this money, though, if I didn't have Obsessive Perfectionist, is build up a bunch of shipyards, because I really do like shipyards. Is it possible to get in on that? I'd have to move my capital to Europe, and good luck with that. Realistically, that's just not happening. Now, problem with Nupe is I'd be fighting him as a non-co-belligerent. So it would be extra expensive to take the land in every sense. I could either break them up with their allies, and you know, who would they get other than Songhai that would be a threat to me? No, I think I'll just take the land directly. It's these 2 provinces that I really want. And maybe Ketu as well, simply because it's fetishist. And I do need to make my way up here anyway. It's slaves, so it's befitting to take. I need to grab this slave province no matter what. I will not be taking all of this, heavens no. Heck, if I could avoid it, I'd stop taking as much of this as possible, but I'll grab all this for the slaves, and I'll make my province hold, I'll make my subject hold that province. Might even have my subject take all of this land, if they won't go all uppity on me, and it's so low development that I don't think they would. They've taken Palawan. Oh god, the Ottomans grow ever stronger. If these guys would stop rising up and start getting into my country, I'd be able to dedicate a few more troops over to the cause. But as it stands, I cannot. Let's at least start with this. It's going nowhere fast. Where is Gambella? No, those guys are doing the cores. Who's doing the conversions? That's over there. The religious situation does not help at all with keeping those rebels at bay. They want to rise up for sure. Ethiopians again. Ah, more Kazakhs. I'm not sure if I really want that, but I will take that. Brings me comfortably up to combat width on the seas. Could you make a second full African vassal to hold the slave provinces without hurting your religious unity? I certainly could. I could make a subject hold on to this, but there aren't even that many slave provinces to take in Central Africa. I want this for myself because it's part of the Ivory Coast trade node. Yeah, what I could do is have a subject here that holds on to West African land, if that's what you meant by Central African. Central, West, South, it's an oddly shaped continent to have such definitions for. Mothball you, slam you together, grab these, get them together with you, and then hope that these rebel stacks are not so large that they're pretty big. Well, at least slaughter the Ethiopians before we go on this other campaign. The Emiratian particularists? Not what I'd expect. America and other places. Is that a reassessment survey? I reckon it is. Could probably have some units take care of that. I also really need to puff out my chest. Are we certain Mali wouldn't be my subject? It's not the end of the world for that one. Could still happen. I would really need to make a lot more units though, and I don't have the manpower for such things. We don't have the manpower to sustain a full-scale war, says Lord Woolsack. Did Auto AI get changed in the last few updates? I remember them wanting to go east as hard as they had. You mean in terms of colonies? Because they have not been going east here. No way, no how. Right, best thing is to deal with the Ethiopians first. Unfortunately. Well, you're dealt with by a fort. You are not, and you're in the mountains. Ho hum. Let's do what we can, for we must. Man, remember when rebels used to stop cores? Oh, it was brutality. Goodbye, manpower. Just can't catch a break when it comes to manpower, not at all. I'm even getting flanked in this fight. Good thing I rolled heavy on the shock phase. Those Ethiopians are blocked by that fort, which is a-okay. Get you guys together, get the damaged ones away from here, and have you folks take a nice long walk down to there through land that you can't even support yourself on, so get rid of half of these guys too. The attrition game is fierce. Mean that had to happen for the earthquake event is 400 months, so we might have to wait a bit for it then. We got lucky with it before though, very lucky I'd even say, given that. If particularists are the worst ones we have to worry about, I might be fine just marching down here with you guys and having you do rebel suppression. I mean, there are other people that want to rise up here, but it should take long enough that it's not a problem. Let's start by getting you folks down here, at the turn of the month at least. I'm glad we got Gabon. I'm not so glad we lost our claim on Ndongo, so I want that back. And I want to continue with our claims on Ethiopia. What's their best? After that it's 6 and then 4. Why am I still spying on Benin? Did I not claim their land yet? I did, so I just shouldn't be. Okay. You guys just start marching south. Will be useful to me in due time. Hopefully that's the only cog wall that's set onto automatic fleet transport. I want to get you guys down here and take care of those particularists. There are other ways. I mean, I could raise stability, but boy would that cost admin that I do not have. Particularists are a pain. They're easy to fight, that's for certain, but there are just far too many of them. Something isn't working right there. It's not taking you, is it? And those are my only cogs. Right. I have another cog somewhere. It's you. Thought something wasn't right there. There we go. All those cores will make it easier to increase stability, but it's still quite a bit more expensive. Religious unity is not hurting matters. It just hurts so much having so low monarch point generation. Hurts almost unbearably. Right, off you guys trot. Don't let those particularists do a number on us. Do I really think this 13 stack is going to be enough to help over here? Because I don't really think it will be. I don't have these units sorted out the way I think I want them. There we go. Now the fighting stack should of course involve the... you and you, and as much of you as I can. In fact, shouldn't it just be this entire unit? I have 18 boats to pool over with. 9 and 9 is 18. I send you folks here to take care of the rebs. And this 18 stack is on its way. Hopefully they can handle it alone. How large is Nupe? Seems odd to even think about approaching Africans with caution like this. But there are a lot of them, sire, on very hard mode. Nupe we can cleave through. Love this song, March on Granada. There's a chance you won't be able to take care of these particularists, but their unrest meter is pretty low. So let's just try to keep this place under wraps. Oh, they still want to rise up in Malindi and some other place. Where else was it? Imhab... oh, down there. Well, you know what? Just take care of the whole place. Hopefully you have it in you. You do not. In that case, you need to be more swole. There you go. Goodbye manpower. Again. What is even manpower? Gambon help out with Cameroon. They get busted way too easily. Ausa wish to rise up in Ausa. Don't like that whatsoever. The area is terrible, so just have some autonomy. Who else wants to rise up? Noble rebels. I'll show you how we deal with the nobility. Also, this land wishes to rise up. I'm not sure I care. Enough. So eat some autonomy for breakfast. Good. Particulars go away. Also good. Free Diplo power. Not good. Losing innovativeness. I think just have to accept the fact we're not going to be getting a lot of that. Lazy colonist, Jake. Yes. Yes, there is. I still don't know about this province. I would like to. Even though it's pretty awful, it is within the Ivory Coast trade node, so I should be taking it. It's one of the worst kind of areas. 2 provinces. There really shouldn't be 2 province areas in the game, but there are. Can I reasonably colonize much else? Also, do I have any places that I'd need to colonize to get going with this? As in areas that I'm in, but haven't taken over completely. These 2 awful provinces tell me yes. Wrong culture, wrong religion, too many people for me to want to take over. It'll take a while to get to the Ivory Coast, so I'll send you and just hope that you don't rise up. Yeah, give me a pincer on France. Alright, get over there, get reinforced with what little manpower I have, and get ravaging Benin. Nupe still don't want to save them. They're only 100 ducats in debt. I wonder if I told Nupe that I hated them, would they be more willing to fight against me? I think it's based on attitude. It might be worth trying. I have 2 free diplomats, so I can give this a go. I shall send them a scornful insult. Yeah, I was going to find it quite funny. And they still don't want to join in. Bonneman do, and they're only allied with Benin, so it's worth making Bonneman a co-belligerent and completely annexing them. But I also need to deal with Ashanti. We covered that already. You could just pay off their debt. I could, and I likely will. But I wanted to try that first. Hey, there we go. Now they hate my guts. Now they want to join in the fight, despite malevolence, because their attitude is awful. Well then. Our leader really super turbo blows here. Tolerance to true faith is really nice, but war score cost versus other religions. It's not a hyper-blobbing campaign, though. But it makes it a lot easier to end wars. And we might have some big wars that we're going to want ended easier. There we go. Come on, glorious holy state. At least we're already a kingdom. Okay, so with that awesome movement made by me, we can take this on with relative impunity. We're not getting the best generals out of you. We need someone better. And who's going to save the day? I think it's down to... Kaskanav. Save us. Well, there we go. Bringing up our professionalism and delivering the 4 shock. Thank you kindly. Bonneman's going down, but this isn't a war for Wari, it's a war for Nupe. Thanks for joining in, Nupe. Bonneman, Nupe. Yeah, we'll carve through their numbers as quickly as possible. I want to be in Benin. Should have thought about that. Can't get there fast enough, but fast enough is a state of mind. We'll at least have it on low thingamajiggery. I could blow the walls down and assault to take it mega fast. These guys fight way too hard. Where do they get off fighting that well? Oh yeah, they are. They're Tech 13. We are not. And they have a place that they can run to, which is very not good news for me. Okay, at least I got here in time. Benin is going to slow me way too down way too much in this war. Blow the walls off and just straight up assault it. They're going to take that, which is fine. What isn't fine is that they're likely going to take this, so I hope it finishes before the war does. Then I can actually ship these guys back, and that would be good for me. Alright, how's this going down then? The fact that 454? That isn't good news for me. And there's Bonneman with his way too many troops. Well, Nupé's already lost their fort. If I divide and conquer as swiftly as I can... Everyone's above 1,000, right? Barely, but they're doing it. I can get a peace with Nupé nice and fast. Which should be to take these provinces. Oh lord, that's expensive. Maybe I won't get my fast peace. Yeah, we really are looking at the Skanderberg of Africa, and I don't like it. I need reinforcements already. At least I control Benin. Cameroon rising up as they do. Well, Nupé is not satisfied with the current arrangements and is coming in to kick my sorry ass. I'll join him on that. I am also not satisfied with the current way of things. Hopefully they go for Benin. Oh dear, look who's back for vengeance. Thought I'd carve through Benin like nobody's business, but that wasn't so easy. Is Ketu worth it, even if it's the right religion? It's a province and a state you're not likely to complete. Yeah, it's really not worth it, but it does have slaves, meaning that we kind of need it. Still though, it's going to be pretty tricky to make peace with you at this rate. You're strong and you know it. Well, he's only Tech 9, which is laughable, but still, I'm not very strong. I don't have military ideas for one thing. Okay, good, he's being tied up with Benin. That lets me clear out these, and with a bit of luck I can clear out Nupé as well. And if I get his capital, then that changes things a wee bit. Hopefully he stays in Benin for a bit, and then I just fully siege him up and get him out of the war. If I don't have Nupé's troops involved, then it's just Bonneman to care about. Timmy wants access because they're at war with Oman. I don't have a problem with that. I do have a problem with Timmy, though, being way too friendly with Adjuran. Okay, those shouldn't be my separatists to worry about. Not that far away from a vassalization of Mali. That is strongly worth considering. Even though I directly want the land. But I already have my diplomatic reputation guy. And I can't puff my chest out that much more. There's a cult that's good for manpower. No cult, I think, is going to be better than the +5 missionary strength that we get from the earthquakes. Just not seeing it. Okay, problem is they're on their way back, so I need to double back myself. Get out of there. Oh yeah, I have no manpower whatsoever, so these guys can't even reinforce. And you are not keen on that yet. I'd need the capital. They're probably going to kick me out of Imerina, and then I have other problems to deal with. Okay, great. This one's up and on the go, so I can at the very least bring in some backup here. Okay, good. I thought they were going to take me on there, but they might be taking me on here. Let's back out of that a bit. See? Messy wars. Not a fan. Okay, this is making me really have to think what I want out of this. Is there a dip rep cult? Yeah, it's just one, but that could be enough. Also, we can't change until we get our new... oh god, the heir's older than the current ruler. At least that means they shouldn't reign too long. But any amount is them reigning too long. 7%? Not good enough. Oh ho! Pretender rebels just in time. Unfortunately, it's probably going to advance Nupe's siege. It does. But our siege of Nupe's capital just needs to finish up, and I should be able to have my filthy way with him. Ivory Coast. Oh, they're rising up. We just got here, man. Oh, that's going to burn down. That's no biggie. Excellent. Down goes Nupe, and since they also have rebels, they should be keen for my peace deal now. I would like both of those. I'm not sure I care so much about... Oh, you would break up with Songhai. How about that money? Money or breaking up with Songhai? Well, I don't need money. Actually, I can do both. Oh, I can do more than I thought. Well, this isn't too shabby. In fact, if I pushed it just a little bit more, I could take that province. And then I could just kind of leave these guys for as long as I want to. But a good point is that it's a province in an area that I'm not even likely to take. Oh no, I need a Bomi as well. But I could have a subject look after this. What's more important is if it's part of the trade node here. Hi Jake, YouTube Scrub here. Finally caught one of your streams. Well, good job. Irish Da 54. What am I even doing with you? I don't care about Ketu that much. I can make a subject hold on to it. I'd rather take this, take your money, break you up with Songhai. I could also break you up with Mali, but I'm not so sure I care too much about you being together with Mali or not. I'm more interested in taking this. Ah, Ono is part of the trade node. Could I take Ono? Let's forget about Songhai or the war reps. Yeah, that seems quite good and allows me to slink through here a lot easier. Of course, never sell yourself short. If you can take extra dosh, take the extra dosh. Easy money. Alright, now it's just Benin and Bonneman. That's a lot less to concern myself with, but it's still a number to concern myself with. Let's get this siege going at the very least. Meet up with our units, take care of... Benin got all their units back together. As long as I don't have to fight Benin's killer general together with Bonneman troops, it should be okay. Which means it doesn't look very okay. He wants to save his skin here. I can't get out of there in time. I'm probably going to be eating that general in ways that I don't want to, and he gets the jungle bonus. Yeah, Ivory Coast is gone. We knew it would be. If I was a little faster, I could get in there and corner Bonneman's troops without Benin's. But I'm not. Or am I? Oh, it's not working that way. Well, I'm probably not going to enjoy this one then. And I really don't want to fight that mega general. At least if they stack wipe, I get half their manpower back. Gotta look at the positives here. Alright, this is an opportunity which I'm not going to pass up. Let's take you out. He might turn around though. He doesn't turn around. In fact, if he goes up there, I'm going to wait until he's locked on that province. There we go. Can take out Benin. I got this fort now to help out with things, in so much as it'll help out. Can't core it though, it's a core of Benin. If you get stack piped, you get half the manpower back. Yep, that's been the case since EU3. Wait, what? Why is it taking me so long to get here? Oh yeah, I burned the province down, of course. Alright, if he wants to go to Ondo, then all the better for me. And he'll probably run here, and then I will hopefully stack wipe him. It's a killer general, though. I need to roll good to take him down, not to mention his tech is better than mine. Hey, Lundu! Didn't I tell you not to get involved in fights like this? Stay in their own territory and avoid engagements elsewhere. Okay. What are you up to, my friend? Okay, I'd like to chase them down and kill them. However, Bonneman is coming in for another round. Shift consolidate and try and take him down. Oh, hey, that's not bad actually. Whilst you're here, Lundu, doing whatever you want, go and siege that down for me. That'd be very useful. Just as useful as that is. Really though, where are those guys going? I think they're going over to Bonneman, but now Bonneman's going to go down. We have problems back home. I think I'm going to need my boats back here to transport those guys over and around. And I'm going to send a couple of you guys over there as well. Well, more than a couple, I'll send all of you guys. Move together. I don't think you're going to be enough to make the blockade here. Oh, you are? Swell. Yeah, separatists want to come along. That mega general's still kicking though, and I don't like that because he could reinforce and come back and kill Lundu. I was expecting to see him here, really. There we go. Keep ourselves covering each other. And keeping our eyes on what's happening over there. Yeah, there's Mega General. He'll reinforce as usual. It was Tiaz, right? Yeah, Tiaz and Aden. Good thing there's a mountainous fort there. Now, before this even wraps up, I need to attack Ashanti. I don't have a claim on it. I do, thank God. Thought I'd forgotten to claim Ashanti. Feels like something I'd forget to do. Nupe now have their independence guaranteed by Songhai. Well, good luck. I've claimed what I wanted to claim here. Wasn't I meant to claim this off of Strongo, though? Let's build that spy network again. That was fast. Oh, thank you, Timmy. This is why I give access to you. All part of my plan to have you kill my considerably better moraled rebels. I think that Timmy's going to let us down here. No, he's pulling through, but not well enough. I don't think he's going to make it. He's not going to make it. Well, he tried. He just didn't try hard enough. Maybe I shouldn't be that scared of Timmy. But on very hard mode, it's the numbers game that's so terrifying. I should probably just declare war on Ashanti right now, since I'm here. Bonneman have no army. Benin do, but it's fairly crippled. And the sooner I get to work on Ashanti, the better. Do I even have a general to do so? Kind of. Sorry, Ashanti. It's for the economy. Oh, geez, you're black flagged there. Whoopsie doodle. 28th, first. Alright, that'll take you on then. Their tech is 9, which is pretty pathetic. Then again, our units are... Oh, that was unexpected. The Mamluks, with their full-on religious ideas, have decided now is the time to holy war me. They bringing in any friends? No, the Mamluks think they can do this on their own, and they're not that wrong. Okay. Right, exciting stuff. I won't pay attention to that, though, until Ashanti is dead. And Ashanti is going to die in the next episode. Because I love doing that, because I know people hate it. So you have 14k in the bank for 14k? Man, I'm going to enjoy spending that money on crushing the Mamluks. But it's something I'm going to enjoy tomorrow. I'm already emotionally discharged after finishing RimWorld today, so there's only so much I can spend on the Mamluks. We'll do that tomorrow. So tomorrow there'll be... oh yeah, no RimWorld. We're gonna have to do something else then, but there will be more of this. So until our streams tomorrow, it's a cheers from me, and a cheerio.